I played NBA 2K24 early at Community Day. I checked out the all-new Mamba moments. I tested out a ton of different dribble moves. I looked into fades. I tested finishing. I checked out everything for y'all, and today's the day that I can finally put it on YouTube. Subscribe if you're excited for NBA 2K24, and let's get into it. What's up, guys? It's a little back on our video, and today is finally the day that I can show you all the footage that I got from NBA 2K24 Community Day. Now, the first thing that I did was take a look at the controller settings because we do have some new ones. You guys can see trigger effect. Turn adaptive triggers for collisions and fatigue on or off. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what that completely means, but maybe some of you guys do. But continuing to look at some of the new controller settings, as you guys will see, we have shot timing, visual cue. I don't think that was in 2K23. And then some of these, shot meter style, shot meter location, size, color. Like, there are basically a lot of new settings that allow you to change your shot meter, your fatigue bar, all that type of stuff. You could change up the size of it, all that. Now, this is my first play on 2K24. You guys see me doing the Curry slide. The left right seemed to be pretty slow, as we're gonna get into that more, and I had to test out the fades because I heard that they were nerfed, and I will probably be confirming that. But you guys can see Kevon Looney with a putback. Putbacks are going to be a little bit more overpowered this year. They definitely got a buff. Okay, so let's talk about the dribbling, because I know a lot of y'all, come to me for dribbling. That's one of the main things when it comes to gameplay that, I can kind of speak on. And look at this. This is the walking or whatever moving signature size up right there. And then right here, I do the explosive one. So basically, the walking one is just a flick up on the right stick. That's what that animation is. And then if you hold right trigger and flick up, that's what that second animation is. So those are going to be very crucial in 2K19, which is one of the best dribbling 2Ks. We had the moving signature size ups. Those were out in the game for a while, but they're back. They are very good to combo out of. I'm not saying Curry had the best one because it doesn't look that good, but this is a great step in the right direction when it comes to dribbling. I honestly think we're going to have a pretty solid dribbling year based on the game and, based on what I saw. Obviously, I was unable to use like all the best SIGs. All I could use was NBA players, but from what I saw, I think we're going to be able to cook up this year. After testing out the Stephen Curry size ups, I switched teams and went to the Hawks, and I tested out the Trae Young size up. Now, this one, y'all can see, and interpret it how you want, but it doesn't look the best. But again, it's just good that they added the moving size ups back in the game, because that's going to allow us to combo up, and sometimes you get a glitchy animation that you can run out of. Now, something I will say is left righting seems to be pretty much patched, and also adrenaline bars, bro. You don't really lose them when you're dribbling. Now you lose adrenaline bars when you bump into the defender. So obviously you're not going to want to run into the defender. Why would you want to do that in the first place? But that's how you lose adrenaline bars this year. All I'm saying is, from what I tested, this is definitely good for dribbling. But again, the left righting seems to be patched. So Steve Francis, I was unable to use that, signature size up. That was the best one in 2K23 that you could left right with. But bro, running left and right out of dribble moves was very slow. Like, you didn't really get that burst out of the dribble moves like in years past. Next up, I just wanted to test out random regular animations and just see how they kind of looked like. So I was doing the little behind the back with Trae Young, and then I was also doing the behind the back where you hold the sprint button with Trae Young, and I just kind of spammed it back and forth. And then I eventually did the step back, which you guys are going to see here right there. I did the step back, and that also looks very similar. I was just kind of testing out the controls when it comes to the dribbling, because you guys know sometimes they will change up the controls, and they did do that a little bit, as I'm going to show you something here soon. Next up, Chris Paul was put into the game, so I wanted to test out some of his dribble moves, and here I really looked at the left right, and look at this, bro. It's very slow. Now, you got to keep in mind, Chris Paul's getting pretty old, but when it comes to the left righting, oh my god. One, you don't lose adrenaline boost unless you bump into the defender, like I said, but the left right, bro, you see it, bro. You see how slow the bursts are with the left right. Like, Chris Paul, obviously he's old, but he still is a solid he's like solid good dribbler. He's got a pretty solid ball handle, and you guys see what 2K did to the left righting. And I'm not saying that this is gonna kill dribbling, because I don't think it is. I think there's gonna be a lot of options when it comes to dribbling, but left righting, bro, it seems low-key patched. Next up, I was like, bro, there's no way left righting is this slow, because I was with Chris Paul, so I had to test it out with Trae Young, and you guys can see Trae Young's is a little bit faster. So I'm sure there's going to be SIGs that we find in the game that have a decently fast left right. I'm not saying really fast, because it looks like it's pretty much patched, but Chris Paul SIGs, maybe they were just bad. And if you're wondering why I'm cold, I was literally only testing dribbling, so I'll get like shot clock violations, or I'll just chuck up a bad shot, stuff like that. Something that dribblers may be wondering about is momentum dribbling. I remember Grinding was sitting next to me, and he was asking me like, yo, how do you do the momentum dribbling? Like, how do you do a momentum momentum crossover. And I think it's a little bit different. I'm not too sure. I just think you don't hold the sprint button. Like some people hold the sprint button in years past when you do momentum crossover, but this year I think it's just like left stick up diagonal and right stick up diagonal in the same direction. And so yeah, momentum dribbling, momentum cross still in the game. You can do momentum spam, all that. Right here we got the craziest clip from community day. Look at me. I'm just gonna let the clip like speak for itself, you know what I'm saying? I'll slow it down after, but oh my god, bro, I had people in the room with me. Everyone was surrounding my monitor, bro. Everyone was looking at this clip. I go between the legs, hit him with the misdirection behind the back, spin. Oh my, it's not even a regular spin, bro. How am I even doing that? Like, I'll play it one more time for y'all that see it at full speed. That spin was nasty, bro. Like, I'm really moving like Steezo on day one, or I mean, is this even day one? But look at me, bro. And I hit the spin move in D Lillard's face to finish off the clip. Oh my god. And then we take a look here. This is what the snatchbacks look like. If you guys watch me a lot, you know I love to do snatchbacks. It's just a move I always do when I'm dribbling. They're a little bit different this year, I'm not gonna lie. I think the controls were also a little different. It's not like how you did it last year. I could be wrong, but at first I'm pretty sure I was trying to do it like how you do it in 23 and it wasn't working. They also look a little bit more different. Maybe that has to do with pro play, because you guys know pro play, it tracks the exact moves from the NBA players. It's not like, you know, how they used to do it. The animations are more accurate. Now we got a few clips from, you know, a little bit later on in the day when I got a little bit more used to the dribbling. You guys can see I'm comboing up, and then I get a little speed boost out. That's one of the quicker ones. I will show you a few others that I found, but I don't know how to like be consistent with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how repeatable they are. I'm sure once we really get used to the game, I'll be able to, you know, figure out exactly what I was doing. But I showed you guys the left righting before. It was very slow, but I mean, it looks like there is a way to kind of speed burst and, you know, kind of get past your defender, which I'm sure people will figure out, you know, how to do that more consistently once we actually get on the game and can change our SIGs. Something else that I wanted to show you guys about this clip is the finish. Like, bro, look at this. Like, I know, I'll tell you guys right now, I wasn't playing on the top difficulty. You know, I wasn't playing on whatever, Hall of Fame. I was playing on kind of a middle difficulty. So it's not the lowest, but the finishing in NBA 2K24 is pretty crazy, bro. We're going to get into that more. I do want to speak on the dribbling a little bit more because I feel like that's kind of my main thing. And also I feel like some other creators, they didn't really go too crazy with the dribbling. There's not too many other creators that were there that are, you know, great dribblers. So I feel like that's kind of my thing. So let's talk about it more. So this is like a little random clip right here that I found of me comboing up once again. Notice the stamina bar. It does kind of run down fast. You know, at first I can get a couple moves off, but then bang, I get bumped by Lillard, lose an adrenaline bar, go red on my stamina. And something interesting about this clip here is watch Kevon Looney. Like, we're going to talk about the finishing more later, but look at this. Oh my god. I mean, he just drop stepped Nurkic and postered him, essentially. Just an easy standing dunk. So like I said, bro, finishing, it's looking scary, bro. It's looking scary for 24. Right here, we got another clip. Now I have takeover. I didn't really, you know, show too much of the takeover. It doesn't seem, you know, too overpowered, but look at me. I'm going crazy and I get an ankle breaker. So that's the key thing about this clip. Ankle breakers are more common, I would say, in 2K24 gameplay, which is a big thing for me because I was like, bro, ankle breakers, they make the game fun. I want to see more in 2K24, and it looks like we got that. I don't think they're too OP, at least not from what I tested. Again, I couldn't put on every single SIG. I couldn't, you know, I only had a few hours to test the game, so maybe there's a certain SIG that can trigger an ankle breaker every time. That would be kind of bad, but ankle breakers are kind of fun for the game. I feel like most people, especially dribblers, can agree with that. Now we got some interesting clips here. I'm using Kevin Durant, and look at this. It almost looks like I just got a little speed glitch right there. Look at that right there. Bang. Oh my god. And then the crossover too is very explosive. Crossovers down court, they look like they're going to be pretty good this year, but look at the little speed glitch, bro, right there. Bang. That's what I'm talking about, bro. I almost look like I'm ice skating. And now here, look at Giannis, bro. I'm not even like, do I even have to speak on this clip? Look at how fast he runs right there. Bang. It almost looks like, I don't know if it's a badge or if that's just, I don't know what's going on, bro, but I had to put this in the video. That's not even me. That's the AI on the other team grabbing a rebound, and look at how fast he runs. I mean, right here, we're slowing it down, but right there, bang. Like, as soon as he puts the ball on the floor, he is moving, bro. This dude, Giannis, took off. So I don't really know what to think of that. I don't know if that's regular, but I thought that was pretty interesting, and I put it in the video for a reason. Here's a clip of me just stand still, dribbling, comboing up. You see, I'm just getting a feel for the game. And again, bro, like I have Curry's basic SIGs on, and I don't know. I just think it's going to be a pretty good year for dribbling. Like the standstill dribbling based off of this clip alone, bro. Like you got to think, bro, I'm doing this in quick play, whatever, quick match with Stephen Curry right now. Like imagine me with actual SIGs when I can mix and match and figure out what the best, you know, size up is, the best behind the back, the best dribble style, whatever, bro. Like I think that this is going to be a pretty solid year. Another thing to look at with this clip is how I lose stamina. Like, yeah, I could get a few moves moves off, but I eventually lose stamina after about, I don't know, 5 or 6 seconds. So I think that's a solid thing because we don't want people dribbling around like crazy. I mean, I kind of want to dribble around like crazy, but it's got to have a little balance to it, and I think that's okay. Maybe it should be a little less loss of stamina, but I'm fine with it. Right here, we got another clip. I'm cold because I was just practicing my dribbling, but you can see right here, the snatchbacks, bro, they look different. Like, I know y'all see that. I know y'all notice it. I think each NBA player will have their unique snatchback. Like, look, I guess that's what Steph Curry's exact snatchback looks like in real life, because last year, I mean, it was not looking like that at all, bro, and it feels different. But yeah, I don't know how I made this shot too. I was cold in the midi, and I just pulled it in his face, and it went in. Here we got something that a lot of y'all will probably not like to see, but it is walkbacks. It's something that was very overpowered in 2K23. It's just a simple little walkback. You guys see, you kind of run into the midi, you know, the defender kind of thinks you're driving, and then you walk back for 3. Now, I'm playing against AIs, so a lot of them aren't going to fall for it, but look, I was still creating space with the walkbacks. You guys see, I was doing it with Klay Thompson, and I was doing it with Steph Curry. You could do it with pretty much any player. The walkbacks, though, bro, they look like they're still OP, and again, I'm only in quick match, so it's kind of hard to tell, but bro, I mean, based off these clips, like, it looks like you could still do it pretty effectively in 2K24. Right here, I get a crazy speed boost out of this little dribble animation. You guys see that burst out to the left. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I don't even know how I did it, but I'm sure, you know, we're gonna figure it out once we actually get on the game and all that. You know, we're in the park and stuff like that. But bro, this speed boost, it's giving me a little hope. You know what I'm saying? The left rights, like we spoke about, looking a little bit dead, but this speed burst here gives me hope. Again, we were limited. All we could really use is what? Steph Curry, Trae Young, maybe Lillard. Like, who are really the best dribblers to use when it comes to the NBA teams? I don't know, but look at this, bro. The burst out is crazy. If that's repeatable, that's definitely looking good for dribbling. So overall, the dribbling, I think, is going to be pretty good. Like, some of the standstill dribbles and just some of the things that I was able to do with Stephen Curry alone in quick play against AI defenders that really aren't going to fall for a lot of dribble moves. Like, it's giving me hope. It's giving me hope. I think once we can mix and match our SIGs in game, we can really see, and they added a lot of new dribble moves this year. I think that maybe it's not going to be, you know, an all-time great 2K when it comes to dribbling, but look at what I'm able to do, bro. Like, this is literally what, 2 hours into the game and I'm able to move like this, bro. Like, I think dribbling is going to be just fine. Now let's talk about shooting in NBA 2K24, and let me know in the comments, do y'all want a 2K that is easy to shoot on, hard to shoot on, or kind of somewhere in the middle? Because I think that Mike Wang, who's the head gameplay developer for 2K, I think his goal for this 2K was to really have it somewhere in the middle. We've got a lot of 2Ks that are OP shooting, a lot of 2Ks, actually not too many that are bad at shooting. I can't really name too many. Usually it's OP shooting, but this year it's somewhere in the middle, bro. If you're not that good of a shooter, it's gonna be tough. Now right here, I hit Bogdanovic on the wing and he just pulls right over, I believe that was Curry, and I'm like, hold on, bro, look at it, slow down right over Curry. He was a little late to get a contest, so you know, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just didn't get his hand up, and that's a good shot. So I'm like, you know what? Let's test it again. Now, okay. Now Bogdanovic is greening that over Curry again. I think Curry got his hand up a little bit more there. Look at that. Bang. And I don't know, bro. I don't know. Again, I'm not on Hall of Fame difficulty in this game right here, but still, catch and shoot shots might be the wave. And then I'm like, yo, let's test it again. At this point, I was telling people, I was like, yo, bro, watch this. I think I turned a double H. I was like, bro, watch this. Klay is gonna make this, because catch and shoots, I'm making them over anybody at this point. And look at this, bro. I mean, they were just dropping. Catch and shoot shots were dropping off the dribble shots were noticeably harder. Again, I think once I get in the park, it'll be a lot easier. But in this mode, in the testing, off the dribble shots were a little bit more difficult than catch and shoots. Then right here, I had to test it out, bro. I hit the AI with the step back cheese, and it still works in 2K24. Some of you guys might have been wondering that. Some of you guys probably forgot about it, but I had to test it out for y'all. The step back cheese on AIs still works in 2K24. Now it's time to talk about fading in NBA 2K24, and this is one of the biggest things when it comes to 2K24. A lot of people have a lot of questions about it. Mike Wang said fading from the 3 is gonna get a nerf, so it's gonna be harder to do in 2K24, and you guys can see from a lot of these clips here that, I mean, especially at the beginning, I was struggling to fade. I remember saying to Grinding, who was like a monitor over from me, I was like, yo, bro, I'm giving up on this fading shit. Like, bro, I can't make them. I literally, like, when I was there for like the first hour, bro, I literally think I made like 1 fade. I was just pulling them. Yeah, maybe some of them were a little deep, but I was pulling and I could not make a fade, bro. I don't know what it was. Now, I am putting a lot of the misses first. Now, right there, I think I made a white, bro. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe it's the difficulty I was playing on or what, but right here, midi fade, that goes in as well. That also looked like a white. I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know what's going on, but Lillard, hop back three. That one is green. I saw it pop up right above the rim. And so, you know, hop back, step back, all that type of stuff works. Right there, I had takeover. I'm pulling up from basically the hash on a fade, and I made it. And keep in mind, bro, these fades that I'm making, like, there weren't too many of them in my gameplay. Like, there was a lot of misses. I can show y'all a lot more misses if you want to see, but these are the clips that I got, you know, of me making them. You guys see some of the badges popping up in the top right. That's another thing y'all might want to look at, and this clip is crazy. I mean, oh my God. Kevin Durant. Is Kevin Durant about to be OP when it comes to quick play? Like, look at this, bro. Honestly, right here, bro, I was trying to take it in for a finish. Like, I was trying to do the dunk meter, I think, or something, and it just, I guess I wasn't close enough, and it just shot it and it went in, bro. I was stunned when this went in. Let me know what y'all think of this. Again, keep in mind, take this with a grain of salt. I don't think I was playing on the craziest difficulty, so that should matter. You should take that into account. Now we gotta talk about takeover. I'll be honest, in my gameplay, I think I was focused way too much on dribbling than, you know, compared to just like shooting and getting takeover or whatever. Like, I really didn't get takeover that much, but right here, you guys can see I come down the court. The crossover, like I was saying earlier, looking kind of OP, creates a lot of space, but this shot is just crazy. Again, not playing on Hall of Fame difficulty, so I do need to say that is a disclaimer. This probably doesn't go in Hall of Fame difficulty, but it is still interesting. You know, shot like this, limitless, or not limitless, but sharp take is activated with Stephen Curry. And, you know, so shots like these are possible. Something else to note, physicals takeover are in the game. So that's going to be interesting. You get plus 10 to all your physicals, your speed, excel, all that type of stuff if you pick the physicals takeover. And something else I want to say, we were not able in quick play to pick our takeovers. Like, if you guys know, this year in Park, you can choose your takeover on the fly. Once you fill your takeover meter, you could pick, do you want sharp? Do you want finishing? Do you want physicals take? What do you want? You can choose, but in quick play, it just kind of activates. So like with Steph Curry, you're getting sharp take. Like, that's kind of how it works in quick play, but in Park, it's different. We weren't really able to test that kind of like choosing your takeover on the fly feature in quick play. Now let's talk about defense. And I'm gonna be honest, guys, I didn't get too much defensive clips because, like, bro, who tests a game and starts trying to get deep? Like, bro, it just wasn't the first thing to come to mind, bro. I was trying to dribble, I was trying to shoot, I was trying to fade, I was trying to do all that offensive stuff. But you guys can see right here, I did go for a little on-ball steal. I timed it correctly, reached on Lillard, and was able to steal the ball. So defense overall felt good. Like, it feels like it'll be a pretty solid defensive year, and I just like that, how, you know, I reached in, perfect timing, right on the ball, and I got the steal. That's how it should be. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty solid year for defense. Now I gotta talk about post scoring, and look at Wemby. Oh my God, he's back in. Is that Austin Reeves? Like, that is a mismatch, but Wemby was going crazy in the gameplay that I had with him. And bro, all I'm gonna say is on Friday we can upload the builder stuff. Just turn on noties. That's all I'm gonna, like, I'm trying not to say too much, but if you're smart, you could probably put 2 and 2 together. You guys saw Wemby going crazy right there. Now we got Clint Capella. I just kind of forced something up, just kind of testing things out, and you guys could see that didn't go in. So everything doesn't go in. That was some pretty good defense though, but I think post scoring is actually pretty, like, I'm not gonna say overpowered, but it's pretty viable when it comes to gameplay. Rui Hachimura on a post fade, I don't even know if that's like his thing. That, like, I don't even know how he got the ball in this situation, but I just shot a post fade with Hachimura and it went in. Overall, I don't got too much clips on post scoring, but from what I saw, I think post scoring definitely a valid option. Could be overpowered. I think it has a chance to be really overpowered. I know that's something y'all don't want to hear, but I'm just giving my opinion on, you know, what I saw. Everyone says save the best for last, and we got finishing. And oh my God, Shaedon Sharpe, who, if y'all know, if you follow the NBA, you know he's one of the best dunkers. So when it came to finishing, I saw him out there. I was like, oh, let me get him the ball. Let me test him with a dunk. And like, bro, it's one thing to test it with like Steph Curry, who's not a good finisher, which we're about to get into some clips with Curry, but look at Shaedon Sharpe, bro. Oh my God, the green window was not even that big, but I filled it. So, I mean, just, oh my God, crazy dunks. Oh, yo, Sharpe with the Euro through traffic and the dunk, bro. I thought I'd get a layup. I was surprised when he finished with the dunk. So Shaedon Sharpe going crazy. We got some crazy dunk animations in this game. Now look at Curry, man, so inspirational through traffic. I mean, I guess it was it wasn't really open, but like, I could see that going in. I wouldn't say it's smothered. Now we got Lillard. Let's see what Lillard could do. Oh, yo, that's green. That's great. Again, take it with a grain of salt. I was not playing on the highest difficulty, but still, that's kind of crazy that it went in. Something else that's interesting, in some of these clips, I have the badges popping up in the top right corner. Not this one, but you can look at some of the badges. One that is very overpowered is Bulldozer. It's like Bully from last year. If y'all remember, everyone was hyping up Bully from last year, and then I think it got patched, bro. Bully was crazy right there. That's Bulldozer. You all see this animation right here. He pushes Kevin Durant out of the way. KD has no chance of stopping that. That Bulldozer badge is crazy. Sub up, turn on notifications. If you're watching this later, like later down the line, maybe a few hours or days after, look, Bulldozer again, bro. I'm posting a video about Bulldozer today. When the game, well, you know what I'm saying, Wednesday, when we could post gameplay, I'm gonna post a full video on Bulldozer, bro, because that badge, I mean, it's that crazy. I feel like that it needs its own video. So y'all, you know, stay tuned for that. Look out for that video, because I mean, bro, finishing, look at this, like, oh my god, finishing I think is the most OP thing, at least from what I've seen, bro. Finishing is crazy. And again, I can't really speak on the builder. I would say a few more things, but I can't speak on the My Player Builder. That's Friday, September 1st. I could post everything about the builder. So sub up, turn on notice so don't miss that. But look at, bro, oh my god, bro, Wiggins had I was like, bro, who's the best dunker in the world? I gave it to Wiggins. Look at him going around. The guy got hit by the screen and just, oh my god, we got some crazy dunk animations. Finishing is overpowered. Honestly, I think it's a little too overpowered. Like, I think they got to nerf it slightly, bro. It's a lot of things going in the paint, like even layups from what I was saying, like, bro. So my thoughts on NBA 2K24 gameplay is that it is balanced. I would say balanced is the word to go with, but if there was anything that's overpowered, I would say that it's finishing, post scoring. I think the inside game this year is looking pretty solid. I'm not really saying inside bigs, but I am at the same time. I'm just saying, like, finishing, like around the rim, that inside type of scoring is looking to be pretty good. And listen up, bro, Friday, September 1st at 11 a.m. Eastern, I can post the builder, bro, and I cooked up like 10 plus builds. If you're a small guard, if you're a tall guard, if you're an ISO build, if you're a lockdown, if you're a center, if you're a post scorer, I got you come Friday. All that I ask is sub up and turn on notice so you don't miss that. And if you're still watching this video, you probably enjoyed it, so you'll probably like this one on the screen even more. So go ahead, click this video on your screen. Go ahead, do it.